it's happened again. Someone's pulled the rug out from under you, an empire at your feet, and you've lost it all. Be honest, did you really deserve any of it? More important, what would you do to get it back? Careful, there's always a price to pay. What you decide will ripple across the years. Blood in the gutters and corruption on the wind. It'll be fun watching this unfold. What will you do with the power I've given you? How will you make your mark on this wretched world?
Cover your face, but I know who you are. Emily Kaldwin. Nothing is an accident. Everything is in motion. All of it has led you to this exact second in time.
Before you strike. If you kill me, you become the assassin we claimed you were. You become one of us!
The years are long, but it's always good to see a familiar face.
Here, let me check.
Okay, now try again.
Okay, testing.
Now are we live?
1, 2.
So nobody even saw that thing where we pretended Blackstar
really
wouldn't do an intro and then he didn't.
Hilarious.
Ah, too bad. Welcome back, everybody. We're live again with Dishonored 2. I'm Narcogen.
I'm Blackstar.
I'm Jellybean. Sorry, I got distracted stealing some bullets.
Yeah, sadly, you know, unfortunately,
We're still changing things in the way the setup was because we had a really bad problem with stuttering audio a couple of episodes ago. Not in
Yep,
Dishonored,
in
in Destiny, but
In fact, we're using a new video renderer. We're using the hardware. So hopefully things will improve. Personally, I think the local stuff looks great. But yeah, so welcome one and all. This is the Rampacy.net playthrough of Dishonored 2, Jilly Beans driving. And we've been doing a lot with Destiny 2 this week. But here on, we're hopefully going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. We did a couple tests in the last stream where we killed off a few characters just to see. But now they're back, and we're going on to level 9, Death to the Empress. Is that right?
It is indeed, and it's the final level. So one of the things, I think I've mentioned this before, but if you have played through the original Dishonored, some of this level, some of this level uses some of the same assets from the original Dishonored, particularly the sort of environmental design. So
this will be
there are some really cute little touches where some routes that you might have known in the first game, you can sort of retry in this game, and some of them are changed and some of them aren't changed, which I think is really cute.
So for fans, this would be a blast from the past. Perseus Spartacus is in the chat. Hello, all. He says, yeah, I hate to say it, but I haven't been following the series, so I have no clue what's going on. That's okay. I've been following the series intently, and I still have no clue what's going on. So basically, we are trying to get back our empire.
Delilah will be made mortal again.
That's about it.
You let your mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting? In a child's coffin, her skinny lids tucked beneath her, because I couldn't afford proper burial, while my father rests in the Imperial crypt. You're lying. You still can't accept it, little girl. Your father was born a nobody. I inhabit your mother's heart, and my body walks the halls of your crumbling palace and sleeps between your sheets.
If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah.
And then I'm going to abdicate because I'm terrible.
See, so that kind of sums it up. We're here to end Delilah. Delilah. And DJ Broughton Prod is actually in the Mixer chat. So, I don't know. Jill, you might want to type in the Mixer chat. I don't know if we can.
I'm not going to just...
Oh, no, I can. Never mind. I say hello.
Keep this... the whole streaming setup as steady as possible, but if somebody else wants to pop into that chat and tell them where we are, that would be grand.
Yep.
So yeah, Spartacus.
Do you want to do that, Black Star, or should I?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, cool.
Basically, Spartacus, we are the Empress Emily Kaldwin. We have been deposed by an evil sorceress called Delilah, who, like, there isn't really much ambiguity to it. She's definitely pretty evil, and we are just trying to take her.
And we're evil pretty.
Yeah, we're evil pretty. You know, we've got that. I'm sure there's an Instagram hashtag for that.
Probably.
For all the fans of that, we heard so many others earlier today.
And
people like venom in a way that's unhealthy.
Yeah, chat, you need to educate Blackstar, because Blackstar and Narcogen hadn't heard of the fact that the internet finds the new Venom trailer thrilling in ways that perhaps the internet shouldn't find the new Venom trailer thrilling. So if you guys want to
I just think
sort
chicks
of
love
explain
stick power.
that to them, that would be great.
Totally went over my head. I saw some videos of some people making fun of that character's delivery of a few lines to the point that it's so mumbly you cannot understand what the character is saying, kind of like Bane. But that was all I had seen.
You're going to eat your arms and your legs and your face.
How's that?
But very Bane-like. Very Bane-like. Is there a rat or something I can...
I don't see anything.
Rolling down the street.
I'll have that.
A turd in the wind.
Now, really, at this stage, I mean, this is the last level, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay. So this is wow.
So,
all right.
So how much use do you really have for crafting materials at this point?
Absolutely none, because this is the very last shop that you have available to you.
Okay.
So, that's great. We are going to buy that. Oops.
You want blueprints for
So is there some,
I want to buy the bone charm, because pretty much everything else is lying about. I want that.
There's some awesome super weapon that you can get to make your life easier at this point.
No, but we can do some upgrades.
Glad we can do business.
Who's the
Golf is in the
market
chat.
for
He says, "Hey,
these
Black Stars,
things
that you
besides you and Delilah?
I'm actually not sure.
I mean, to me, it's like those weird vending machines in BioShock that sell ammunition. I'm like, how long was this a viable business strategy before, you know, society collapsed and it's no longer there are no longer any viable business strategies?
I don't want to know, why is this a viable business strategy? Golf is in the chat. Yeah, he wants to know if I was doing the demon voice. Yes, that was me.
Yes.
Nathema says, I've never seen the Venom trailer, so I feel better knowing that Nathema has not seen in this corner of the internet anything about Venom.
Zachary Stevens is in the chat. Hi, Zachary.
Hey, Zach.
Hi, Zachary.
What's going on? He said, what's up? I'm late. Nah, trust me, you're just fine.
We haven't
Usually
done
the
much
early
yet.
Parts.
We bought a bone charm and we looted a spool of copper wire.
Yeah, we've had more fun finding out where the internet finds attractive. So, in fact, you know, years ago there was a whole big thing on xenomorphs. So I think just chicks like weird stuff.
Sexy xenomorphs?
The internet is a weird place.
I missed that too, I guess.
Oh, okay. See, you missed that. I at least heard that because I'm a big Aliens fan, so that filtered down to me eventually.
Now, Venom, I guess. I mean, that's not a furry thing. I mean, is there a whole community of scalies that I don't know about?
Well, it's not scaly. It's more like
on
goopy.
Tumblr. Yes, Tumblr really likes monsters.
Yeah, Perseus says, Black Star has a chance of modding his voice. Sometimes he's a little power mad with it. Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, please don't let me fall to my death. Wait, didn't fall to my death? All is good.
That's a first. Leah says, yeah, if it makes you feel any better. I haven't seen any of these things. See, thank you, Leah. Actually, yeah, Leah Crow, if you never ever see that corner of the internet, that's a good thing. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
Let me go there. So yeah, I have
go into the barbed wire?
I have an idea for how we should tackle this level, which I am willing to leave up to you guys. But I think we should kill everybody.
you want to go genocidal? There are no more penalties for high chaos, I assume, because there is no level after this.
I think we've done enough to get our low chaos ending in general. But I just think, yeah, we have. Why not?
Is there an interface element where you can check?
Yep.
And when do we do that?
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. The only way to be sure.
Here we go. So you can see that our last 3 levels. So we've got
now those
Grand
aren't
Palace, Crack.
Okay, well overall says low chaos, right? On the right?
Yeah, so overall we've been low chaos for the last time we were in high chaos was mission 4. So we've had more than half the game in low chaos.
All right.
Okay, so if we go totally high here, it doesn't matter.
I also just noticed Delilah's last name. I didn't notice that before.
What?
Copperspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, it's not Silver Spoon.
As opposed to Golden Spork.
Look, I didn't kill the civilians, okay?
Are these not civilians? And that person is a hatter.
Oh, well, he's dead. But in fairness, they killed their own dude there. That is absolutely not my fault.
Oh my god. I don't think the judge will see it that way. Perseus says, yeah, isn't killing everyone always the way to finish a level? And true, unless of course you're trying to save everybody. You know, they have games designed like that. They are few and far between. Nathema says, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, so as far as the chaos levels, especially at this stage, does it really even matter?
I don't think anything we do here is going to affect our overall chaos level. I don't think. I might be wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Pion4 is in the chat. Hi, Pion.
Hi, Pion.
Perseus says, yeah, weren't they all hatters?
Yes, they were all hatters, but they were. That's a civilian thing.
It's the dying bed, belly full of whiskey. That's how I'm gonna go out. You watch.
Do you really want to go out with a belly full of whiskey? I hardly got a chance to get drunk off of it.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
For those of you who are a little bit disorientated, this is the bank we went through in the first level. We're just basically going backwards.
Ooh,
and I
so
can't
it's...
stop myself from picking things up. Why is that?
It's like, why?
There is literally nowhere else to spend things. I am just conditioned.
The real question is, why did the designers put him there then?
Actually, my question is, if I ring a bell, will she start to drool? Leah says, yeah, can we grant his wish somehow? I don't know. Can we?
Whose wish? Sorry?
I don't know, she says his wish. So, I'm not sure who he is in this.
Oh, I missed that, Leah. I'm sorry. I didn't.
She's too busy crouch walking.
Yeah.
Yes, so
fill him with whiskey, put him in a bed, and stab him.
Yeah, we're not a midget in
just
this.
The person we were overhearing there.
Yeah, she's not height challenged. Leah says, yeah, choke him, fill him with whiskey, put him in bed, and stab him. Yeah,
well, we're not. I mean, look, genocidal means we're going to kill everybody we have to. Now that we're going to go out of our way to execute every NPC in the level, does it?
Right.
Or does it?
Well, I don't think every NPC, but I think we should definitely take out all of the witches.
Oh, well, that seems fair.
Well, okay, well, here's my question. A, is this going to take that much longer? B, do we have to do it by hand? Or C, is there some way we can do, like, a large-scale gas or nuclear attack or something to
I don't think there's a
take
BFG
everybody
in this
one
game, no.
Wipe, yeah. Because doing it one by with your knife, it just seems like it would be kind of a, you know, lifelong challenge.
Time
as opposed to a little.
Maybe.
Come closer, doggy.
I mean, what is the current city population right now? We have an inkling?
Pretty low considering this is a gallows that I'm standing on right now.
Yeah, but is it dozens, hundreds, thousands? I mean, that seems a lot of stabby.
Well, we don't want to kill the whole population. We only want to kill the witches.
Oh, okay. Well, you said kill everyone. I thought you meant everyone.
No, only the people responsible for taking my throne.
Oh, okay. All right. That seems a lot
I am a
more achievable.
Ruler.
I was taking you literally. Percy says, yeah, so in your Alien Isolation series, I finally picked up the courage to watch Alien and Aliens, and I absolutely loved both films. Awesome! Oh, thank you, Perseus. They're some of my favorites. So thanks for encouraging me to do that. You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them, because, yeah, it's funny. We were actually talking before the stream about accessibility and being able to get through things that may not at first look be enjoyable.
2 months, hasn't it?
Yes, thank you for reminding me how long I was away for.
I've been down in Karnaca trying to figure out how all this happened, with Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to retake my throne and find a way to help my father.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my
Are
support.
your glasses
you need,
simply
Once it's safe,
a texture on your
tell
shirt?
the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower.
Why do you have a pair of glasses in your shirt and then you're wearing a pair of glasses? You are a very strange man.
Also, the inside of his mouth was strangely lit, almost in an Ubisoft manner. Anyway,
yeah, blame Ubisoft.
Nathim also said, I'm extra happy today. Guess why? I don't know.
Ooh,
I couldn't guess why.
Oh, do we want
What's
to
happening
know?
today?
Zachary says nuking the world would probably make it better. I can't disagree with that.
It's already got plague. I don't think it needs to be nuked also.
Oh, think about it. We can take care of the flies, too. That in and of itself would be a motive for me.
Filthy. Makes a person sick, it does.
See? Even the game agrees with me.
Maybe we'll name our Fallout 76 server Dunwall.
Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, she's going for the snipe, ladies and gentlemen. Can't she pull it off?
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Down she goes.
Oh, Leocro says, I'm actually happy because you guys are streaming. Thank you, Leocro.
Thank you, Leah.
Yeah, if people can just double check to make sure how our quality is, because we're trying something new here. We're doing the hardware video encoding and doing
it
some other
shouldn't make
stuff.
as much difference for this.
No,
I
it
think
should
most
look better, to tell you the truth. It should look prettier.
Most of the work here is being done by Jilly's setup, sending to us, so we're just sending it out.
Yep.
But we were tweaking the way we were doing the Destiny stuff because we were having some
Nathima says this gal is turning 17 tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday, Nathima.
Yay. Big happy birthday wishes. We need a little happy birthday emote or something.
Yeah, I don't have any of that kind of stuff set up, you know, like special channel emotes or anything.
Oh, my goodness, Snark, you disappoint me.
Oh, well, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Hold on.
Also,
I found one.
If anybody in the chat is a regular user of Discord, let me know if it's worth setting access to the Discord for people.
Okay, let's pick up some shrines. Woohoo! Talk to us, outsider.
Welcome home, Your Majesty. Delilah's waiting for you. She's been sleeping badly for the last couple of weeks, because that piece of her you were carrying around has been calling out, begging her to take it back. She feels the same craving, but she'll fight to the death to stop you from putting her spirit back where it belongs. You were careful in Karnaca. Let's see how that serves you in the tower.
I think that's confirmation that we're on a low chaos run.
Delilah's got the throne, and she's got your father. But now, she's got a secret as well.
Okay.
Wow,
Now,
you think the worst thing that we could have right now is a secret? Yeah, Perseus says, why are you carrying on the beating heart? I've been wondering the same thing myself.
Yeah.
because beating
No, I just
hearts
typed in the
are
chat
awesome.
that is, of course, our dead mother's heart, and it does, of course, contain a piece of the soul of our sworn enemy who usurped the throne. You know, the usual.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepy magic in this game, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. The stylistic stuff that they do in this stuff is absolutely exquisite. The detail level that they do in this game, it is really, really good. So having said that, it still creeps me the hell out every time she whips that puppy out and starts going boom, 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 boom.
I love the heart. I love it
sorry.
as a mechanic. I love it as a...
If you had to pull that out of your purse and pick the fuzz off of it every time you wanted to use the thing, trust me, that would wear out pretty darn thin pretty quick.
I don't think that entities pulled from the Eldritch dimension of the void collect pocket fuzz. I just feel like that's sort of an anathema to them.
I think it'd be
No,
kind of
but-
leathery by now anyway. It's
But
not like
you're
it's
gonna
still
put
moist.
that in your
It
purse
does look
and
kind of leathery.
yeah.
I love that you squeeze it.
It's a stress ball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That kind of is the antithesis of what a heart should be. Isn't the heart supposed to squeeze itself? Oh, I gotta do its job too? I'm sorry. It's just... That's a malfunctioning heart there.
Well, yeah. I mean...
Now, this is where we got out last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Don't think we're going to be able to get back into our
Delilah.
our tower this way.
What are we looking at here?
Delilah? I was gonna ask the same thing.
It's like a
Brave
a
Mind
briar
moved in?
patch.
It looks like a weed of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't
Have we
realize.
seen that before?
Didn't think
No,
Delilah
she's-
would have had a green thumb. But
Yeah.
okay.
No, remember
It looked very green.
the witches in the
Oh, Zachary's got to go. That's okay, man. We'll catch you
bye,
later.
Zachary.
Bye, Zach.
the witches in the place. What's the word I'm looking for? Conservatory.
Ah.
Were very into plants. But it's also, I mean, that's not very green.
No,
no,
it's,
it's
not.
not.
But the whole
It's-
room's kind of desaturated, so.
Yeah. Well, the whole world's kind of saturated. You know what? They could liven it up. Nukes. So yeah. So are you trying to sneak into a particular area and attack her from a certain angle, and the weeds are blocking you from doing that? Is that it? Or
Well, so that's, I don't know if you remember, but that's where we came out last time.
yes. I remember
So
that
when
vividly.
we escaped from our secret room,
Yep. And
was
stole
through there.
paintings. Yep.
Oh, so that's
we
where
can't
we,
get
that's
in
where we
that
left
way,
that
so we're
guy
gonna have to find a different way to get in.
instead of
Okay.
killing him.
What about the roof? Can we push away the air conditioner?
Oop.
Yeah, Leah says yeah. Maybe the roof on the roof.
Let's go this way. Ow.
Oh, what? Oh, geez. Oh, I thought you tumbled. I thought you fell off. Fashing's in the chat. Hey, Fashing. He says, hey, hey.
Hey,
Welcome
hey,
to the stream. Yeah, the train cars aren't running either. Is this like, I don't know, is this this Sunday in the world too?
There's a fairly obvious reason why.
Yeah. Oh, we're right. We blew that up.
Oh, we didn't.
Well, we in the, you know,
the royal we.
Yeah. The third rail is about 600 volts in there. Oh, there's another dog. Can we infect the dog and get in that way?
Well, I bought a key, so we can actually just go in this way. Have I picked up everything in this part? Yeah, I think
well, if you want to do the easy way.
I am not going to pick up the needless collectibles. I am better than this. I want that. No, that's fine. Oh, I already have enough of those.
Can't take her anywhere without going shopping, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, well, bullets is fine. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, bullets is the one thing you do want to shop for.
Yeah, I'm not going to carry any more coin than I have to.
Gotcha.
So the little reminder on the title card says, you must confront Empress Delilah Copperspoon before she changes all the world with her will. Enter Dunwall Tower and find a way to reunite Delilah Copperspoon's spirit with her body to make her mortal again. Only then can you eliminate her and take back your throne.
Everybody get that? There's going to be a test on Monday. So we can't just walk up and shoot her then, is basically what you're saying.
Well, we can try.
Now,
I think perhaps we should.
Well, you suggested that we slaughter everybody wholesale.
Well, I already killed a witch.
Right. Well, my question is, what other options do we have? Is there a diplomatic solution? Can we imprison her and her cohorts?
Well,
is there some way to reveal to the world that this is now the true person and you're recapturing your throne justly? I mean, how deep does it go?
So every level has obviously a series of options with a variety of murder / stealth / ghostly / high chaos, and every we'll just swim, it'll be easier, and oh, hello. My cat keeps trying to pull the controller out of my hands, which is a bit odd.
Cat wants to play too.
The fish are eating me.
Oh, God.
Oh, slaughterfish?
Yeah, they're really horrible looking. Hold on, they're there.
Oh, jeez.
They do look like slaughterfish.
Wow, going all this way and we're going to get killed by fish. Come on. No, chill. Do it. You can do it.
What are you doing? Where are you?
Don't blame the cat. Get on the ground. Something. Fly. Come on.
Oh, my goodness. Right, hold on.
Oh, God, we're going to be dying by fish.
Where's the fish? I'm going to take over the fish, and I'm going to kill the fish.
Can't you infect a shark or a whale or something?
There we go. Now I am a fish.
Oh, God. Okay, go eat the other ones.
This probably wasn't a very sensible strategy, but...
No, Miss Swimming's fine.
Well, actually, if you were going to swim all that distance, you probably should have looked to be a fish from the start.
Yeah, kind of.
That's true. That's very true.
Ashik says the tuna bites back. Actually, what's really funny is Leah Crow says, I just tried to wipe the dust from the title card off my screen. That is the best compliment I could say. That just goes to show how much our quality has improved to the point where people are trying to wipe the dust off of the title card screen. That is awesome. Thank you, Leah. You made my day.
Anyway, as I was saying before I started getting eaten by fish.
That would have been pathetic.
So ironic, because I love to eat fish so much.
That's okay. They love to eat you too.
Apparently so. There are always options. Now, obviously, because I've played this game, I know what the options are for dealing with Delilah. But technically, the character doesn't. Do you want the benefit of my prophecy?
Is it going to change things that much, or is it going to artificially extend the experience, or is it for the viewer's sake?
I assume you mean that there's a way to do this and kill her, and there's also a way to resolve the conflict without killing her? Is that...
That is correct.
All right, so then, so it's more a question of whether we feel we want to see Delilah murdered by Emily, or whether we want to see it done the other way. I mean,
is there any benefit to not killing her? Would be my question.
Having the tiniest sense that Emily Kaldwin's rule is justified or right, I think maybe. I mean,
I thought we were beyond good and bad. I just thought we were on like which team.
No, that's a different game.
Well, I think
Beyond
that's
Good
a
and
very
Bad 2 is coming out soon.
Question, because it kind of comes back to that thing of, is it always wrong to kill? Like, what are the other options? If you're not killing, what are you doing instead?
I don't really feel that's a question that really should be being asked, I guess. It's like, is it always wrong to kill? Killing, sometimes it's okay. I have a feeling that video games have firmly established the idea that people who make them think that in these situations, killing is not merely okay, it is, in fact, mandatory.
There's literally no option.
What I was thinking of specifically was, for example, Jindosh, who we turned into somebody, we gave him brain damage.
Oh, yes.
In order to not kill him.
I could see the video game industry as defending being murderous by basically saying, you could be worse. You could do worse. That you could torture people as well as kill them. Or you could torture people and then kill them.
Bashtik says, how many bones must Emily have broken from tripping at this point? Yeah, I wonder that myself. The health bar isn't the best indicator, and it'd be kind of neat if we were limping around.
She's totally fine.
She hasn't got a single scrape yet. I think it's game's broken.
I guess my vote would be for non-lethal, but again, I'm assuming that as you brought up the example of Jindosh, what it probably means in this game is doing something that could be thought of as being worse than killing her.
Well,
what's worse than killing her? Sending her off to the dark guy?
What's worse?
Banishing her to the Ascendant Realm? Giving her to the Outsider?
Yeah, is that a possible?
Guess there, Narc.
Well, Leo wants to know, so what are the other options for Delilah? I mean, what other things do we even
have?
I
think Jilly's trying not to spoil it for us because neither Emily doesn't know and we don't know either. She knows because she's already played it several times.
Okay, well, tell you what. Here's my question. Can we do a quick save before we engage and just go through the varying options?
No. I'm not sure I want it spoiled. I would just say, look, I'll vote for the non-lethal, and then if it turns out to be more hardcore than intended, I guess I'm okay with that.
I would vote for the total lethal. I mean,
I'm sure the other option is more interesting, even if it's worse.
I mean, look at what this person's doing. She's basically making these nasty little statues of people. I think she's deservedly
been turned into stone.
Yeah,
with
that's killing.
Stone as well.
They're not alive. That's murder and art at the same time. It's kind of creepy.
So she's the Ice Queen. We were in Narnia.
Yeah, kind of.
Pretty much.
Probably where they ripped it off of. I wouldn't be surprised.
Make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush.
If you wanted to block the wind, you should have closed the window.
Ammonia drowned.
Oh yeah, and they got a greenhouse in here, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Athema has a request to murder her.
Ooh, interesting, Athema.
An interesting birthday present. Most people wouldn't request that, but okay.
Coal tar dye, pig's placenta.
First, she just wants to know if a Gorgon came through here. Yeah, sort of.
And two hands blend, make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stain, blue and flush, conjure rainbow.
2x2 hands of blue. Gotcha.
Actually, I was wondering if this was like the Crayola Crayon theme song that they do every week.
8 hands.
I love this. That's the mesmerize power, which basically calls forth some sort of extra-dimensional creature for you to mesmerize people with.
Okay, I thought you were linking them, and so I thought they were all going to drop when you grabbed the first one.
I only have enough power to link 2 of them because I haven't upgraded that power fully yet.
Well, Leah's happy. She thought you should murder everyone in the room who was chanting, so she's like, oh, there we go.
There you go.
Done and done.
Problem solved.
To please, Leah.
There you go. Wow, okay, the next person we have to murder is whoever designed these faucets.
I know.
What
it takes
were you
so long.
thinking?
Close enough.
Yeah, I can hear you killing that button. It's like, Jared,
why do people have airport bathroom faucets in their homes? I mean,
I just really want to conserve water.
Okay, is that person?
I don't know.
Oh, this is one of the witch.
Okay.
Now, in Ye Olde Dishonored,
Ye Olde
Dishonored, there
We're
was
trying to keep in theme a game.
Yeah. There was a way to get into the palace by going along that ledge there.
Ah.
So we could go over there, but actually, possibly while we're here,
I
what
thought they
we
took it out.
know
Maybe.
is that gazebo is where our mother was killed.
Yes.
So do you want to go and have a look at the gazebo?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Can we drag Delilah over there and kill her there?
No, sadly not. She is in a different load zone.
I'm sure Emily get triggered and we'll get a nice flashback.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Oh, that's right. I thought maybe there was some kind of like synergy where if you were to do it in certain places, certain things would happen.
Sadly not.
Well, game's broken. Can't play. Unplayable. Perseus says, yeah. Do you have to kill the witches that particular way? It seems like a little specific and gruesome to stab them through the throat like that.
Yeah.
Look, you don't call an expert in stabbing and then criticize how they stab.
How they stab, yeah.
That's the way Emily likes to stab.
Yeah, you takes your bets, you takes your chances.
And before this game, presumably, she'd never stabbed anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now she's stabbed a lot of things.
Leah wants to shoot the gazebo. I don't know if that's possible. Do you have a rocket launcher of some kind? Because that thing's made out of stone.
You and the Coven can do that. Delilah will be pleased. That's the hope I keep in mind.
Oop.
After the fight with the overseers at the
What has it got in its pockets?
put down the rest of the dogs. Then I dragged a few away and kept them for myself. When the moon showed its proper face, this seems interesting.
And then if we link these two witches together...
And rub them together and start a fire?
She dies too.
Nice. What about the
Mesmerize
dog?
works on dogs, huh?
Yep. Well,
Oh,
it works
please.
on these...
You want to mesmerize a dog? Just shoot a ball in front of him or something.
There's... That's okay, that's a bone charm. We're pretty...
Oh, Fashik's in
We're
the chat.
pretty
Fashik says,
solid with bone charms.
there was a lot of tall boys here last time.
There was. Well remembered.
Delilah's hatred for my mother knows no end.
So Delilah writes, no one could help you, dear sister. I didn't break it, you little liar. No one remembers... Well, actually, it just says no one remembers the truth. Except me, Jessamine. I will always remember. But we can also pay our respects to our mother.
I wish we could talk just one more time.
Well, if you get another heart. Can you
And
get
there's a
the
little
light a
achievement
little
for
bit?
that as well.
Yeah, because you can't really quite make it out. It says her... What does it say?
Back what you lost here.
I like that little bit of context there.
Oh, yeah, the sun's just not hitting the plaque quite right.
Is the achievement called Press F to pay respect?
Yeah, it says Her Majesty, in memory of Her Majesty Jessamine Kaldwin, Mother to Emily, Empress to us all.
Okay.
She
okay.
Mother to us all.
So I don't understand. So Delilah writes in Sharpie on the floor of the gazebo, but lets the monument stand. It didn't like rip it off and pitch it into the sea or blow it up.
Something, yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, I realize it has to be there so you can do that.
Leah Cross is shooting the gazebo as a reference. You'd use a bow. Not sure what the reference to that is. Oh, it's an AD&D reference. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm sorry.
AD&D?
Yeah, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Gazebo. I gotta admit, I don't get that one.
Yeah, role-playing dice game, 70s.
Well, I mean, they still play it.
Yeah, but that's when it starts.
Lady Delilah want, and what's it for?
Where's the other one?
Tell me. I won't let the secrets.
Do we have any others?
I don't know. I was getting worried that they were talking to themselves.
Keep your tongue in your head. I'll tell
Ah, is that a reference to the tale of Eric and the Dread Gazebo?
Oh, wow. See?
She says.
Thank goodness for the interwebs.
Okay.
Dunwall Tower itself.
So Delilah is painting something important, apparently. Remember how she's painting throughout the whole game?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's painting crazy in this game. They're either making paintings, stealing paintings, or painting paintings.
Done.
Wow. I'm frightened and impressed.
I like murder.
Yeah, apparently. So, why wouldn't you like Breaking Bad? Seriously, okay. I'm trying to understand, because we spent a whole lot of time talking about, oh no, I couldn't do it, it's too and yet you're stabbing witches through the skull. I'm sorry, the other one seems a lot easier to deal with than this one.
Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing out, but this is an anecdote about a Dungeons and Dragons game where the dungeon master tells somebody, you see a well-groomed garden, and in the middle on a small hill you see a gazebo, and the player tries to detect evil on it, tries to use bow and arrows on it, because he literally thinks that gazebo is some kind of monster rather than an architectural feacher.
All right, Leah, adorable. You win the internet. That's awesome. That is cool.
It's like, I sheathe my sword and draw my bow and arrows. Does it respond in any way? Dungeon Man is like, no, Eric, it's a gazebo.
Wow.
I had not heard this story before now.
Okay, I feel better. I thought maybe I had missed it.
I hadn't heard that either. I quite like it. That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right,
okay,
we gotta use that later.
How do we get to that bit of whalebone?
You're asking me, you're telling me.
No, I'm asking.
It's your game. I have no idea.
Here we go. I knew there was a way.
Can't you, like, magically infest a cockroach? Are you still collecting? You said you would.
Oh, that was a useful thing. That was a consumable. I'm allowed to collect.
Yeah, that's something we're going to use. It's not a crafting material.
Okay, but there's a sewer pump inspection manual?
Did you want to read the sewer pump inspection manual?
Hey, look, if we're going to be the Empress, we have to make sure that the Empire has working sewer pumps.
Do we?
Yes, we do. Oh, God.
Look, it's infrastructure week again. I mean,
absolutely. I'm sorry. You of all people would have to appreciate having a well-working sewer system.
Perseus says, I like the image of a knight seeing a gazebo and thinking it's a monster. That feels very meta version of Don Quixote. Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Now, if the DM had said it was a level 12 gazebo, then that would have made more sense.
Speaking of Don Quixote, yeah, I certainly hope that they finish their legal troubles and actually release the bloody film. It's been long enough.
I've been sitting in a very strange position, and I just straightened up, and my shoulder did the real, like, old lady crack thing.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, can we get that? Can you get closer to the mic? Do that again. Snap, crackle, pop.
Proper bone popping here.
Oh, man. Yeah, Fashik says, yeah, can we make the robots fix the Empire? I'm all for that. I mean, that would at least would have them something to do other than, like, stabbing things. Leah says, hey,
I would love to hear the debug audio for that.
Yeah, Leah says, hey, I studied sewer systems at university. Infrastructure is important. So, okay, so chat agrees with us. Trust me, the moment the sewer system breaks, I mean, who are you going to call? That's the last thing that you want in any residence, especially a palace, to break.
Days ago, she was spending all her time in that bleak little overseer chapel.
Now, this combination of powers, it does have to be said, is a little overpowered.
Those are my favorite kind of powers.
Look at that.
But it's so much fun.
Yeah, I guess we should not have brainwashed Jindosh if we wanted the robots to fix everything. Yeah, you could have the recording saying.
In the throne room.
So there's a note from Delilah. Following the Abbey's pathetic assault, I want the power shut off in the security room, and I want this rickety old contraption locked. No more supplicants from the city riding up to beg for my graces. Come to my throne room only if your need is dire, and woe be to anyone from outside the coven who disturbs me while I'm painting. The overseers were probably the last of our significant enemies, and now they are beaten. I trust you can handle anyone else who comes along. Your Empress, Delilah Kaldwin.
To restore power to the elevator, I'll have to reach the security room.
Can't we just shoot up with magic straight up the elevator? I don't know, that makes sense. Vashik says the garbage man can. Yeah, that's the other thing. I have no idea what waste removal is in the city, but man, the streets are really dirty.
But you're not as twisted as I thought you'd be.
Now, you can actually, with a great deal of effort...
Wait, is that a tiger I heard?
It's there's a demon wolf thing in the lift which triggers when you come up here.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like a big cat.
With a great deal of effort, you can actually push your way up here, but it takes too long and it's breaking the game, so we're not doing that.
Oh, okay. I just remember you shooting through elevators before. I figured that was just something that you could do if you wanted the option. Perseus says, yeah, but if you nuke the place, that you wouldn't have any infrastructure to worry about. I totally agree, because not only if you nuke the place, you could put in brand new infrastructure that you knew would be more efficient and work correctly.
So are the witches left as the only power in the sense that now the overseers are gone and...
Yeah, are they like the only security available?
Pretty much.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case.
So there's a statue of Delilah over there, and we can talk to that statue and alert her that we're coming if we are feeling suitably badass.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, I
don't know. Do you want to alert her that we're coming?
Tactically, it seems to go against the stealth game design.
Well,
but,
how well does it mesh with what we're on? How we're planning on finishing her off, lethal or non-lethal?
Yeah, is it going to ruin our goals?
It doesn't ruin anything.
Does it make it harder for you?
I think it does make it slightly harder for you. I think it alerts all the witches.
Then I wouldn't do it. I would be disinclined. See, I wouldn't care if she
seems too much like showing off, like monologuing.
Let's go to our rooms, basically.
Okay, we're gonna need some more mana here. We're running out of jump juice.
Well, actually, our dad's rooms. This was
It makes me furious seeing the tower like this.
This is the Empress's old rooms, and now they are the Royal Protector's rooms, which is kind of cute. And that's the picture that you drew of your daddy in the first game.
Oh, can we take it?
No, funnily enough. And there's your mummy.
Oh, okay. So those other ones were not the only paintings in the game you can't take. There's also these.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's too bad. We could have been listening to Jindosh Robot saying, "This indicates the robot is considering the balance between legislative and executive power."
I assume you can jump through there?
You can, but you actually burn yourself.
Well, I'm wondering, can you actually pull them into the fire? Oh, she noticed
they can see us.
You should have stayed in. I won't let her escape.
Ah!
She got here quick.
She did, didn't she?
Did she go through the fire?
Yep.
Well, jump
she
through
has
it,
a slightly different blink power to us.
Yeah.
That really hurt.
Oh, okay. Magic powers. Oh, you missed.
I'll paint my nails.
These things take a half an hour to reload.
Nice bulletproof couch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are supposed to be made out of dead cows. They hardly stop bullets.
Oh, right. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice one.
Why is my vision so weird?
I don't know. What button did you hit?
Have you got some kind of debuff? Did they do something to you?
So. I don't usually engage, so this is a little bit...
Fill my pillow with your...
It's a very specific threat.
Oh, this is going so well.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to talk to the statue. God only knows what would happen.
Yeah, I'm glad
then.
we didn't alert all the witches.
Yep, that would have been bad, right?
Plenty of ideas.
Oh,
Leon
come on.
says
How
at this
do you
point
still
the
know
machine
where
is
I
being
am?
tampered with the anticipation of an election.
Yep. Too true.
Okay, so we're reduced to hoofing it.
This is going so well.
What can possibly go wrong? Can you quick infect one of them or something?
Wow, how many of them are there at this point? It looks like at least half a dozen.
And
Quite a lot.
you wanted to let him know we were coming because you're a badass. Okay.
This plays when the robot reads the sewer pump manual.
So at what point is this plan going well? I just wow. Okay. Let's try that again.
It's going so well.
Oh yeah, right up until the swamped. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, while we reload, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
We're gonna be a little bit more sensible this time. Okay. Everyone be quiet this time.
It makes me furious seeing the tower like this.
Emily's seen the suffering of the people of her empire up close, but we're really upset that these rooms are untidy. Perseus says, what's the point of learning magic and becoming a witch if you can't at least stop bullets? I think the thing about being a witch is...
If I had upgraded a slightly different power, I would be able to stop bullets, which is pretty cool.
Oh, is that your problem? You didn't collect enough of the right things? Is that it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I think the thing about being a witch is that you don't have to.
Yeah, couldn't you just make yourself, like, transparent to bullets and they just go through? Everybody, quick, one more of a quick measure.
Okay.
Oh, not in the fire. That would be bad.
Just go. Close enough. There we go. It's fine. I walked through it. It's fine. For some reason, it didn't burn me in any way, shape, or form.
Because you walked next to it.
Okay. Actually, you know what's really funny is I just noticed, because we've been talking about Alien and Aliens, I'm actually wearing my Weyland Yutani t-shirt right now. Who would have thunk it?
That amuses me too much.
How has a revolt not happened in this world yet? It seems like a perfect environment for it. Well, it sort of has. That was the beginning of the game.
Well, I think two have since we left, right? Because Delilah used the overseers to overthrow us and then betrayed them, and then they were talking about an assault from the Abbey, so it looked like a religious order also rebelled and was defeated. So
yeah, we talked about trying to consolidate power a couple of episodes ago and whatnot, trying to figure out exactly what's going on with this whole thing.
This time I'll try it with a waxing gibbous. And if that doesn't do it, then I've got no idea how to fix it.
Percy says, if I'd only had that domino spell in Halo, I'd make the elites on Legendary so much easier to deal with.
Yes. The domino spell is ridiculously overpowered. Whoop. Except for when you're really bad like I am.
And people come walking through the door and say, what are you doing there casting spells next to my door? Just leave a grenade?
Stun mine, which... Oh, I find that too funny.
Nobody heard that, huh?
Actually, has anybody seen some of the latest Marvel movies?
She did not hear that at all.
Apparently, I don't think anybody knows those.
No, I've never seen a single Marvel movie.
Really, it's too bad. Well, because they stopped Thor with a device very similar to that, and we thought it kind of ironic, considering he's like the,
yeah, you wouldn't have thought the nervous system of a god was that vulnerable to electricity, but there you go.
That was really weird. So
especially a god whose main power is
electricity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. People were scratching their heads on that one.
You dropped that witch like she was hot.
I did. Much like I dropped Duke Bell.
Yeah, but that was unintentional, if I recall. Or did you secretly do it, but we're just faking?
Oh, there's a robot. I heard one.
Oh, Percy says I've watched maybe 4 Marvel movies and just liked every single one of them. Aw. That's too bad.
Well, they don't have to be for everybody. I mean, they're already trying intentionally to make them as, for everybody as much as they can, but...
No, I feel bad if you had to pay for 4 of those and every single time been disappointed. I hope you got them for free at least.
Some of them are better than others.
I quite like some of them.
Oh, I love some of them. Even though I know they're not great cinema.
So should we talk to Delilah? Is that
you seem intent to, so go ahead.
Well, you've already taken out most of the witches you could have been alerted, I guess, so I suppose there's no harm in doing it now, and if there's extra dialogue, why not?
I have a feeling there's a cutscene she wants to show us.
So here we are, where my dear lying half-sister Jessamine and I played as children. Where your mother bedded your father, then gave birth to you.
That is how it happens.
Where she was murdered by Dowd and his black-hearted crew. The place that ruined both our lives.
You have a twisted view of the world, and I have no idea whether you're telling the truth or not. But it doesn't matter.
Because I'm gonna kill you indiscriminately.
Yeah, because I want to be in charge. Yeah, Leah says she wants you to taunt her. Oh, Percy says, yeah, don't worry, they were all free. Okay, good. That at least makes me feel better. Because coughing up, you know, 10, 20 bucks every throw.
No, Fashik says, so Ridley's making 2 sequels in the David the Android saga. Think any of them will be good? No.
Yeah.
No.
Sadly. Ridley's gone off the deep end lately.
I've been in here keeping quiet since this all happened.
Your secret's safe with me. What have you seen or heard?
After the coup, there was more fighting between the Duke's traitors and the members of the Watch still loyal to the old Empress. Then there was a party for Delilah, just before the Duke returned to Zakonis. At some point, the Overseers staged an assault, but it went badly.
Anything else?
Apparently, Delilah's been working in the Abbey Chapel, preparing something. If you're crazy enough to want to find her, look there, or in the throne room. She and the Duke were talking about a painting.
Take care of yourself. My hope is that you won't have to hide much longer.
I hope you're right. 3 of us hid here. Genevieve got caught, then Morgan. Now it's just me.
The guy's been hiding out in here for 2 months? What have you been eating?
Yeah, seriously, who have you been eating? Oh,
they keep talking about the painting. I'm afraid this is going to end like Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, you think so? Probably. Actually, you know, now that well, the funny thing is, yeah, now that Jilly Bean mentioned the glasses, I can't unsee that.
Yeah, I can't unsee
the ones
that.
on his face,
the extra set of glasses.
Well, they also seem to be from the wrong century. The ones on his face look more 20th century, and the ones on his shirt seem more like 18th or 19th. So
this isn't even necessarily Earth, though. I mean,
well, no, but I mean, it's just the style of manufacture. The ones on his chest seem far more in tune with the environment and the era, whereas the other ones on his face seem way too modern.
This robot is considering whether a sitting president can be indicted. Rare playback, no doubt.
A tree in the middle of the chapel.
So this is partly why I do a lot of crouch walking, Blackstar. Walking here, it can't hear me. Walking like this, it can. You see?
Wow, that's weird.
So you're much quieter rather when you crouch walk.
It's also very
partly
Fallout.
why I spend so much time at this level.
Yeah, but it's completely ruining your back.
That is true. Okay, so this is the chapel where we have learned that Delilah is spending a lot of time. Let's explore.
Is that the painting?
I think this is her horticulture. She's been growing things. Audio playback device.
It worked. I painted the chapel, but added a tree to the painting. After arranging the runes across the chair, both pure and corrupted, I was able to transpose the chapel made of paint with the one made of stone. With more runes, I should be able to do the same to all the Empire. This will be my greatest undertaking, transposing my painting. The world as it should be. With this wretched dung heap we're all born into. At last, all will be made proper and good.
So she is changing the fabric of reality.
Okay, so what we have to do is draw her dead in her own painting, and then she'll kill herself.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Bending the energies of the void was tricky, but I've managed to corrupt runes of bone rather for my great painting. I've got all the ingredients ready in the chapel: dried kelp and algae from the moats, flowers from the greenhouse ground to dust and made into pigment, human bones infused with the fluids of terror and regret. Mustering patience, I will continue painting until the final rune is ready to affix to the throne, my throne. But harmony must be maintained between the corrupt runes and their pure counterparts. 2 corrupt aligned with 2 of the purest. If this harmony is not observed, the magic of the painting could get twisted around and fail, or even, dun dun dun, turn against me.
Wow. Percy says this is the weirdest world of dark magic, 19th century aesthetics, and steampunk technology I've ever seen. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
By crafting more corrupt runes, I could disrupt Delilah's painting.
This is how we do it non-lethally.
This is how we do it.
By turning her magic against her. Do we want to do it?
Why non-lethally? Why can't we do both? Can't we use our magic to kill her? Or do we not want to for some reason? Is there some way we can change her mind, make her a good person, do something, or wipe her memory so she does not want to?
Can we do a
kill
save
everyone?
and then do the other so we show both?
Well, that's what I was thinking, and she said
You
no.
actually can't, because you need. So basically, the confrontation is through a load zone, and unless we craft the item here, I think we can. So, for example, we've got to place the pigment, the dried algae, and the human bone.
Okay, can we construct it but just not use it later?
I think we can construct it and not use it. So
Okay.
let's try
see.
that.
Percy says, though admittedly I haven't seen a lot of worlds like that. Yeah, neither have I. I had not played the Dishonored series, so... But it's very well made. Fastic says all that walking's got to be really hell on your knees.
All right, I'll run.
Hey, I remember a lot of people getting on my case when I was crouch walking through Alien Isolation,
Whoop.
so fair is fair. Patrick says we should banish her to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, Narc mentioned that before. I thought that might have been a possibility. I had a feeling our creepy assistant, that was maybe his motivation for helping us, you know? I thought maybe he wanted to get her.
Yeah, stabbing is okay for red shirts and witches, but I figure if there's another way of doing it, it's got to be more interesting.
I just figured it'd be more dramatic, see her, like, you know, disintegrate with magic, you know, have her banished to hell kind of thing, you know, something with some chutzpah.
But remember, she's already been banished to the void and come back.
Right.
So whatever we do, it's got to be pretty permanent.
No, not if... I thought you wanted a sequel.
Remove her limbs. Yeah, is there a third?
You
or
want the
did
canonical ending to be one where she's still around if you want a Dishonored 3, right?
Well, unless they come up with a new bad guy.
That's a very good point. Although, I do have to say that the game is not, or the series rather, is not very good at continuity.
Well, considering
It
the level
always
of
has
detail,
to choose.
Yeah.
Usually, it chooses the low chaos ending for the next bit. If you see what I mean.
yeah, I can't imagine keeping up with all the level of detail over and over again. So
Take the elevator to the throne room.
Oh, get up there.
Theocro says, I don't think the outsider liked having her around.
Probably not. I mean, would you? Just personality-wise. She's
Well,
not
they
the
deserve
greatest.
each other, right? I mean,
Well, he's just creepy. She's just like a incredible bitch.
Digesting oils from the great leviathans. Deep.
You should see who.
Surprised you don't have a scanner ability where you can just like explode their brains from a distance.
I love the domino effect.
I'm just surprised that you haven't come up with like an evil contraption to make it like city-wide, so you can literally just kill one person and wipe
I
the
think
town.
when you upgrade the domino power fully, it goes up to 4 people.
Okay, so I was thinking like 400.
I'm not that murderous.
You say that. Fashing says, God is a goth teen listening to My Chemical Romance wearing eyeliner. In this world, yeah.
The machine concludes here, and nothing further is amiss.
The machine made that conclusion very quickly.
The machine is misleading anyone within earshot. Trust nothing the machine says.
Oop.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Dun, 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 da, da, dun, dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun.
Ta-da! Oh, there's another pair of witches.
Like mice in a snake's burrow.
I said witches.
Remove this playback after the final field test.
Now, with the domino effect, will you get the robot too? I wouldn't imagine that would work.
Can you?
Yeah, can you mesmerize a robot?
Can you? I don't know. Actually, tell you what.
I worked on the
let's,
dog.
Yeah, but
let's
the
look at-
dog's a biological being. The machine is just a clock. I mean, can you mesmerize a
will
clock?
Always.
Oh,
so summon a
humans or
void
hounds,
spirit
it says.
To enthrall humans or hounds.
Go
Up to
flies
3
even.
human or canine, extend duration. So yeah, only humans and hounds.
no robots.
Okay,
sadly.
cool. All right. I was just curious. I wasn't sure how it delineated enemies within the game, or whether certain abilities were limited by class type or sentience or what have you. I wasn't sure.
And it
of the
also
criteria.
says that allies of the victims will notice their behavior. So if it were other people in the room you hadn't mesmerized, they would notice that these were mesmerized.
The machine
Right.
has entered combat.
Whoop.
Dumpy.
Wrong thing.
Faded into
I
nothing.
did not want to be holding the heart at that point.
No, you did not.
Ow. Every time. Ow!
Oh, you.
That's so mean. Bye.
It doesn't have a way around to you.
Yeah, I figured he would be able to transform into something smaller to get to the.
Nobody
Oh, there's another one on this side,
That's
though.
even worse.
Can you get on top of the building?
I won't let her escape.
But hostile.
Oh, where did you come from?
Quick, infect them! Infect them!
Here's a young woman.
Very last.
Oh,
Play back book.
I am. I'm not good at choosing the right powers today. There we go.
Perfect.
I am in a witch. All good.
Now, can you attack the robot?
No.
Leo was screaming possessed too. Quick, before it wears
I
off.
can only move into the next person,
Okay.
unfortunately. I'm gonna have to get out of here because I'm gonna run out of power.
Buff it.
Get out, get out, get out.
The robot's in the way. We're all gonna die.
This is gonna go well.
This is gonna go really badly.
Don't see me. Oh, he's off.
Your enemy.
Darn it.
Frick.
You're so
Entering
dead.
combat state.
Flee?
Protocol 6.
All the superpowers in the world. And again, we're huffing it.
To the machine. Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Think how bad this would be if they'd given the robots firearms.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Why is
press
there a
the
witch in the
button.
elevator?
Right, we'll do the same thing again. Actually, no, what we'll do. Oh, we'll die. That's what we'll do.
Wow.
Never mind. I saved. It's fine.
It's a good thing. No, we're okay. It's fine.
Okay. It's okay. This is why I usually go for stealth, not murder.
Yes, this is true. Percy says, and somehow we're back into this scenario.
You say somehow. We all know the answer is because I get too big for my boots and think I can kill multiple people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Blackstar, are you watching Julie's stream directly now?
I have been, because the output for your
yes,
ND
because the
has
reason
been with
the
us.
reason why the audio was out when we started because track 1 is the NDI track. I can put an NDI feedback up for you if you want.
Oh, if you like, yeah. Because it's been looking good. Why have you been having bandwidth issues?
No, it literally just occurred to me. Are you watching this whole thing now with the voices, or did you switch to just watching the mixer stream?
Oh no, I was just watching mixer.
Bottom. So delicate, so fine.
The old woman was... Ruth cared more about these dishes than she did her own.
There we go. That's good. Oh no, I can still hear myself.
Yeah, I haven't put it up. I'm going to put up a different NDI source.
Gotcha.
And I'll turn off the master one. Okay, so there should be an NDI source now called Dishonored Jilly that has just game video audio.
Okie dokie.
Actually, that might just be video.
Yeah, I think it's just video. There's no audio.
Okay, keep watching the raw stream yourself then.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I've just been working up until this point. Pion 4 says, yeah, the YouTube stream seems to be working better than the Twitch one.
The Twitch one, we're probably close to the limit of what Twitch lets you do without being a partner.
We might be
and
pushing
they don't
6,000 on
transcode.
that.
So
Yeah.
basically, YouTube is going to transcode, so you can watch it in any quality that's good for you.
Yeah. We may be going so high that unless you've got good enough interwebs, that the Twitch may not be able to scale it for you.
Hey, that's not fair.
Yeah.
How dare you spawn outside the lift? That's so not cool.
You're attacked by Ghost Dog.
Okay.
Oh, Leah says, yeah, did that other witch die by elevator? When you were trying to push the button?
No, she was better at jumping and choosing her powers than I am.
Ah.
You should always assume, Leah, that the other characters are better at choosing their powers than I am.
Patrick says, he was the goodest of boys.
Oh, actually, I just remembered.
Uh-oh.
There is one final message from your mother, which we can go and see if you want.
Oh, another one? I thought we had our goodbyes and whatever else when we did the heart swap.
Yeah, well, there's actually... So it's another thing that you would only know about if you had played the first
game before,
Dishonored. Right. Because there is a secret room. Now.
Leah says, I wish more elevators had windows.
Maybe we can't get to it this way. We might have to get to it.
I wonder if they'll make some more glass elevators out of transparent aluminum. I wonder if that would be financially prohibitive. Probably right now. If that gets any cheaper, that might be better. We used to have an elevator like that at Emerson, and man, those old Otis things are like, it's like a cheese grater machine. You're afraid you're going to get caught in. I mean, it really, really is scary.
You can see why when they came into being, there were like lift operators.
Oh, absolutely.
That was
the
a needed
retractable
thing.
doors, man. You get a finger caught in there, it's gone. I mean, you're just serious trouble. Fashik says, "Want to go for whiskey and cigars after stream?"
Nice one, Fashik. Indeed, I believe so.
Leah says, "I thought transparent aluminum was only in Star Trek." No, Leah. It is now a thing.
Until now.
It has actually been made reality.
Okay, so I just have to remember there are still things here. Oop.
If chat wants, here, I will put a link into the Wikipedia.
Yep.
For transparent
aluminium oxynitride, or ALON, is a ceramic composed of aluminum, oxygen, and nitrogen, marketed under the name Alum by Cermet Corporation. It is optically transparent, more than 80%, in the near ultraviolet, visible, and midwave infrared. It is 4 times harder than fused silica glass, 85% as hard as sapphire, and 15% harder than magnesium aluminate spinel. Spinel? I don't know how to say that.
Other thing is, do you know how with regular glass it actually blocks heat signatures, whereas transparent aluminum does not? You can actually get heat signatures through it with FLIR.
Is that true?
Yep. See the demo.
Interesting.
It's weird, yeah.
Oh, this again.
With the doggies.
Things have gone a little high chaos.
Doing so well.
Little. Yeah, see, now this is what I'd be doing this whole game. I'd be getting every gun you could possibly imagine and be blowing things away. I think he's dead.
That was random. What even happened there?
Oh, what was that? Was that
No idea.
was that an ability I don't know about?
Wow.
Well, that's an ability we know about.
It's the button panic special ability. That's awesome.
No, I think that was there's an occasional kill cam, but I don't kill people very often, so you don't usually see it.
You heard it here first. Jilly Bean does not kill very often.
Well, when I kill people, I kill them with stabby knives, not other things.
I love how you discern those two, where killing them with
also,
a brick
if we had
is
a
different
camera,
than
you
killing
would have
them with a
seen that
gun.
I was also making the stabby knives motion. I was like, Because
no,
it's
Your
very
Honor.
important that the chat sees how stabbing works.
Yes, no, Your Honor. I don't murder people. I kill them slightly by stabbing. That doesn't count as the same as beating them to death or shooting them.
That's not stabbing. It's something totally different.
Right.
Okay.
I'm probing them with a knife. Yeah, Fashik says, it's okay, Your Honor. I stabbed them.
I didn't kill them.
No, not at all.
I only stabbed them.
I introduced them to Mr. Pointy. That's all I did.
Okay, I'm determined to show off this single audio file.
Oh, is that what it is? This whole thing we've been going for? You know, we could have pre-recorded it before we started and just played it.
There isn't actually a huge amount left of this level, so I do feel like it's okay to go to this level.
Don't get us wrong. The gameplay is more than exciting.
Okay. Don't see me, doggy. Just, I'm not here.
Can you possess one just to get through the hallway?
I actually think these dogs can't be possessed, which is a bit of a pain.
What about the human at the end of the hall?
Yeah, I can possess her. The trouble is the dogs are really hard to kill.
Just lock them in an office?
So let's do something different.
Wait, do you have a teleporter thing? Can you just like beam one out of a window? Let gravity do the work for you? No, nothing.
But
oh, what about the elevator? Can you stick them and lock them in the elevator? Oh, you get distracting things. Oh, that's cool.
No, I don't want to jump on the ceiling. Why would I want to jump on the ceiling? Why? Why is that a thing that you will give me?
You're big into Lionel Richie. Leah Crow says, I merely inserted a length of steel into the deck. It's not my fault that they started bleeding afterwards.
See, Leah has the right of it. That's exactly how it works.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'd be real curious as to how hard a job being a lawyer in this world would be. It says, the ceiling calls. It speaks to you. Jilly, go to the ceiling. I want to know, can you walk upside down on it like Lionel Richie? That would be awesome.
He dances on the ceiling. Come on,
exactly. Well,
he doesn't walk on it.
Dancing, stabbing, they're so close.
There's a little
mother's old
secret musical cue.
Secret decoder ring for actually secretly decoding. Wow, I think this is the first time we've actually used that thing in the game, isn't it? Or is it the second?
Second time. But
Second time.
I also actually think I might have
Did you goof it?
accidentally re-remembered a secret way into the tower that I had forgotten about.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in other words,
I do think I actually meant to go through that load zone, but
we
never mind.
accidentally circumvented all the horrible things that have been trying to get through the past half an hour. Okay, cool. Whatever works. So
yeah, I really don't think I meant to go through this load zone because I don't remember there being a load zone here.
It makes lives easier. I wasn't thinking. Sorry.
Yeah, I did not mean to come through here. Can I go back?
Oh,
no.
Is there nothing to do in here, or
no? It's just this. I think is going to take us right to the end unexpectedly.
Oh no! Wait, you could.
Yeah. I want to go back to the. I don't mind coming through here. I just want to show off the one little thing.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So Leah, don't try and wipe off any dust. This is simply a loading screen.
Nope. This is totally supposed to be here. This dust is for a visual effect.
I really am talking a lot with my hands today because I was also just miming wiping dust off of my own screen.
See, that just makes me want to get up a cam, so that way when you do these things, we can have hand cam shots in this, That would be awesome.
It's like, when you talk on the phone to someone and you use your hands to illustrate something?
Yes, where you're articulating yourself through visual movements and pantomiming and whatever else.
I am very bad for that. Okay, I promise that's only the third last time you're going to see that.
Yeah, no, the only problem about doing that is you want to make sure you don't do it while driving.
There we go. So we've closed that. So this is...
Who puts a knife switch on a fireplace?
Who doesn't?
I would be surprised if there wasn't knife switches everywhere, because knives being, you know, kind of thematic.
Fashik asks, Black Star ASMR stream?
Maybe later.
I'll paint my nails red.
Really? You're celebrating by painting your nails. I think you're, you know...
Could do with some color about the place.
I think she's just getting ahead of herself, really. We haven't even killed her yet.
Okay, so you know how I said I accidentally went through a load zone? I think I meant to go through that load zone.
Did you? Oops.
Yeah, because the thing I thought was in here is not in here. So, we're going back!
Do we need to consult the Book of Armaments?
We just fought all our way in through here, and you've literally picked the wrong room. Oops. Pine Force says, no, don't. Blackstar FX board stream. Yeah, do you think, yeah, we should come up with an ASMR channel? You think we should?
I don't know. I think people more want, like, Blackstar plays with a soundboard.
To do an ASMR channel. I think there's a distinct lack of Glaswegian accents in the ASMR field, and I can't think why.
I think you are wrong.
You think?
I just found a Scottish slang ASMR YouTube channel.
That is hilarious.
Hey, you people are always talking about me about how I'm not being on social media. You guys should be up on this. You've already mentioned like 3 things of which there are real things of.
And die at my hands.
So this is quite cool. The heart can see Delilah. You see that little wibble over there?
That's our target.
It knows where she is.
Yeah, don't wipe the screen. That's supposed to be there. Fashik says, yeah, you trigger the dialogue before you enter the room for the first time, he thinks.
Is this
Was that it? Ooh.
No, there is like a recording of Jessamine, but I don't know why I couldn't find it. But there's Ramsey. So do you remember we locked him in this room?
Yeah, he obviously didn't make it.
Didn't go so well.
Yeah, he was trying to stab somebody. You can tell they took the knife out of his hand.
He got caught with his hand in the safe too. What was he doing in there?
Perseus Spartacus and Saint Attila raised the hand grenade upon high.
Her little doll is in the toilet.
Okay, that's very Fallout.
It is.
That's like the most Fallout thing in this game.
I still can't get over those faucets though. Those
Aside
are so
from
wrong.
drinking out of the toilet and the faucets.
Fire Force says, yeah, Glaswegian accents too close, however far you are.
I don't get that.
He also says, nah, you guys have good voices. Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I don't even work out, you know, I just kind of like have a natural residence.
What a weird thing to put on a bed.
Oh God, what is that? Is that a... I love how you like hop onto it with such vigor.
Phrasing.
Is that a... Well, no, it's just you got real excited. It's like, let's see what's on the bed. It's, whoa, why are you moving that fast? Hold on. Slow down. I don't know. It looks like a weird mannequin from a dress shaping doll and flowers.
Yeah, I think it's a dress form, and then it's one of the overseer masks on top of it.
Yeah,
and a lot of flowers.
That weird animation going onto the bed just seemed really weird. And what appears to be an ashtray? It's like they were smoking in bed. Fashik says, "Get away from the Love Me doll." Oh man!
So yeah, there's an ASMR YouTube channel that teaches Scottish slang, and there's a list of words used in this one video, including.
Oh, please tell me some of the words.
Peely Wally.
Peely Wally.
Awfully.
Peely Wally is.
Ghosty. Beastie.
Beastie.
Drookit.
Everything. Let me guess. There's a whole lot with E in the end.
Eat the bread.
The bread.
Eat the bread. It's bread, but it's bread. It's not B-R-E-A-D. It's E-I-D.
Breed.
Breed.
Breed. Eat the breed.
Nippy.
Nippy.
Shugly.
Shugly.
Bashy says Ferendinkum.
Baron.
Baron.
Yeah.
Ferendinkum.
Pieces. I don't know if that's just the word pieces.
Hey, you were saying cookies before, and I thought that was hysterical.
Munter.
I don't think there's anything hysterical about the way I say cookies. It's perfectly cromulent way of pronouncing cookies.
All right, chat, what do you think? Is the way that she says cookies terribly endearing and hysterical? Please say yes or no in the chat. Pine Force says, okay, now give us a list of real words. Yes, Pine Force D types it right with a K. Cookies. Oh my god, that is hysterical. Oh man.
No, the American accent, at least in this part, is more like an It's not a long ooh. It's not cookies.
Oh really?
It's cookies. But that's
right. It's cookies. But you. Perseus says kind of yes. Okay, Perseus agrees.
All right. Well, here we are.
Will be in the mail. Oh,
I thought you were supposed to be painting.
Nathema says yes.
She's slacking off.
She is slacking off.
Where's the painting?
Okay, so
where's the easel?
Have her weird painting of her big statue in front of a throne and everybody applauding her and loving her.
Right.
So she's going to create a reality where everybody loves her.
Right. She's bringing back coal jobs. Got it.
Yep. She herself is there.
Yep.
We have to give back the heart to her. So I can't pull the heart out, otherwise the heart will be there.
Right.
And then we also here there is the place to put
for the skull.
The corrupt skull.
Gotcha.
So
there's some graffiti over there on her left.
I was going to ask, yeah, what's the writing on the table that looks like there should be another bird statue?
I think
right there.
it's the weird sort of eldritch writing.
I thought maybe it was like backwards and you needed a mirror or something.
I don't think so. So
okay.
I think if I am remembering correctly, I don't think we need to make a choice yet. I think we can make a choice at the end.
Okay. Now, I assume, do we have to take care of the dogs first?
This seems kind of ridiculous that she's not aware of her appearing here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody's a very bad witch.
Also, there's our dad right there.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. Alrighty.
Hey, he hasn't changed since you left him.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, she's not even reacting.
Nope.
I've waited for this moment here in my tower.
My tower?
So now I will complete my great painting. I will make the world as it should be.
Yeah, you're probably dead in it.
Yeah, Leo Crow says, have we saved?
Yeah, have we saved?
Live Delilah Kaldwin.
Oh, the theme is going to go be right back. She's going to miss the full fun.
And she's gone.
Okay, so is this you giving back the heart, or...
You've brought me back my spirit. Follow me, dear Emily, and see how I will reshape all things.
She doesn't seem to feel as if what we've done has affected her negatively.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has gone into the painting.
Do we have to chase her? Okay. Thank God we don't have to use that stupid heart anymore. Phew. Best thing happened in the game so far. The sewer guide. Yeah. Oh no, it's a diary.
Yeah.
Delilah's diary. These statues, words cannot describe how I loathe them, but it was their own fault. They approached me without the proper respect. I could see what they were thinking. It was their eyes that gave them away. So now they are stone and I am the one who looks upon them with scorn. They think I am not as regal as Jessamine. Emily is nothing, we all know that, but they compare me to my half-sister and find me wanting. Is my manner not as refined as Jessamine's? I practiced diction right along with her. In secret, anyway, hidden in her closet, tucked between the fabric of her suits, clothes that should have been mine. I wish Jessamine were alive to see that now I am the one donned in silks. Silks, have they served me well? One by one, all my friends and my allies have been eliminated. I rule over statues, mute and cold. They disgust me. Nothing is how I imagined it would be. She really is quite Trump-like.
Yep,
there is still hope. Even now I work on a painting that has no equal. With it, I create a perfect world where they will look on me with awe. They will love me without restraint or condition, the world as it should be.
She didn't really want to be Empress. She just wanted to open up her own news agency.
So what you're saying is you really just want to be loved? Is that it?
There's a good old
you're completely
Carvo.
wrong.
And we... Now, I think...
If I change the number of corrupt runes attached to the throne, it should turn Delilah's painting against her.
This is the point where we've got to make our
choose,
choice.
right? So we either go in and kill her straight up, or we put the skull there and do a magic thing.
Yes.
All right, which is more dramatic, or can we save and do both?
I always vote for magic things. But if you can save first and show us both, that's cool too.
I've just saved. I think for parsimony of action, I think we might be able to do this when we get out of the painting.
Okay. Oh, so we have a choice of like doing both.
I think so. So
okay.
Let's just go through without doing this.
Okay.
First.
Can we let this happen and lose? we could do that too, I guess. I don't know if we had seen the final conclusion after we died, though.
Yeah, I think...
Pi says I think we need to go either way. Fasting says the magic thing.
We have to... Okay, we have to go in either way. I think we can put the rune in the
first,
throne
and then go?
when we come back.
Okay, well, if you can't, then we just load this save and do
save
it
again.
before we
Okay,
go in.
all right.
So it's
all right.
So we haven't placed the rune. We're doing this the deadly way.
This game doesn't delete your saves, as far as we know.
This is the world she dreams about.
So, do we think
big
we
into
can
humming?
kill her?
Yeah, it's not going to be that easy, just straight up bullets.
Don't think it's going to be that easy?
No.
Nope.
Turns out it wasn't.
Told you. You wouldn't go through this whole game and just have it be fixed with bullets.
Ow!
Yeah, what is attacking us? We can't see what's going on.
Whoop.
Oh, are there like multiple Delilahs?
Yeah.
Wow, they're all talking at once.
Oh, well, this is basically her throne world, so...
Okay, well, that was quick.
I wanted to show the multiple Delilahs. It is possible to sneak around and kill them all. I've actually never done that.
So how many Delilahs are we talking about?
I think
You're
if you
talking like
don't
Agent
trigger
Smith
them, there's, I think if you
millions?
don't trigger them, there's 6. But if you trigger them, they are endless.
Oh, really? Okay. So we are talking Agent Smith volumes of Delilahs here.
But of course, the real answer is always look behind you. Do 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 do.
Oh, is there a cheese spot?
Get a sniper. Actually, I kind of envisioned us like dropping the boat.
She is
the real one's up here.
Up here.
Ah.
Clever.
So all the other images down over there is basically like low-key levels of
You're
distraction.
actually saying you can backstab her and that's it?
If I put Delilah on the throne, the painting should trap her in her own fantasy world.
So, I can also... So, yeah. She is unconscious. I can kill her. And she is just dead.
Wow, okay. Little anticlimactic.
Yeah, that was seriously anticlimactic. Wow.
And
so now the world's just gonna fall apart.
Does she stay dead?
Yep.
Okay.
She's just dead now. We should get out of here.
Well,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
the world's gonna collapse now, right?
I would think so. So yeah, we got to get to the painting entrance. Why did the world disintegrate instantly? Why is this still around?
Did it want you to carry the body to the throne though?
If you leave her unconscious, yes.
Oh, okay. Not if you kill her. Okay, gotcha.
Pi says, to be fair, the high stealth, that is the high stealth option apparently, to sneak up and.
But we can also, I think. So here we have the option to revive our father. However, I think we cannot revive him. Oh, maybe that's only if you're super high chaos.
Oh.
Ah, well. If you're super high chaos, you can not revive your father and just rule over a stone kingdom, which is pretty cool.
You could basically just take Delilah's place instead of her.
Right. And what part is that cool?
Well, no, it's kind of cool.
That's really just leaning into the things we've been doing anyway.
Emily, what happened?
Let's sit down. I'll explain it all.
I don't think I could explain it all. Just accept it. You're back.
Yeah, we're low chaos, Pi. What Jilly is saying is that if we were high chaos, it would allow us to roleplay Emily in a way where she just becomes the new Delilah, where we don't have to revive Corvo. We just sit on the throne and we're the new evil Empress instead of the old evil Empress.
Yeah, I thought we were the evil Empress no matter what. We were just our own evil Empress.
No, we don't get to see that because we're low chaos, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Is there like a huge rewarding cutscene at the end of this thing or whatnot, or is that actually
again, it's very Fallouty. It has more like a slideshow
with a voiceover.
To recap your major actions, basically.
Okay, so can we go to the more exciting ending where we?
No, I think I now have to play the slideshow.
Oh, okay.
I do think I have the option not to. Oh no, I can. I could just load.
Just load the other game.
No matter
what.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Because if that's the end, yeah, that was really, really, really anticlimactic.
Presumably, the game expects that if you want to kill her, you're probably doing a high chaos run. In which case, I think. If you're doing if you reach this level in high chaos, I think that you have to fight her at one point.
Right. Well, that's what I was expecting. I figured we would have some combat sequence.
Because you know how she sort of let you walk up to her. I think she's a lot more agitated in a high chaos run. Because it's I have done a high chaos run in stealth, and it's quite tricky actually.
Are you saying you're not sure if you can pull it off?
Well, certainly not since we are in low chaos.
Yeah, we don't have the choice at this point.
So this is the magic option?
Yep. Not 3 corrupted skulls. That's one too many corrupted skulls.
And now it's all weird.
On my...
Well, weirder.
Tentacle throne. Pi says, yeah, I did high chaos and she fights you there.
This is the world she dreams about.
Okay, so it's the same scenario. She is there. However...
She's not really there. So can you attack her behind you on the...
I can, but I can also show off.
You can't possess her, though, can you?
You can't possess her, but... There's one of her... clones.
Oh, copies. Oh.
And I can't remember where they all are.
I assume there's some on the other side.
Is that her being alerted, or did she just talk to herself?
I think she's just talking to herself. I think.
Yeah, she's still humming.
This would be a great sniper perch.
Is it one of them down there? One of the statues again?
I think that one looks like her. Yep.
Yes.
And there's one there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pi says about half a dozen in the area, so there's about maybe 6.
6 is about half a dozen.
It is indeed.
Unless it's a baker's dozen.
They can't be 6.5 Delilahs, though.
This game has a half of a lot of things.
It's totally fine. No broken bones. Nobody panic. Just a little quick save right there.
Oh, I was wondering. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, did something break or did she hit the wrong button?
No, that was just a little quick save. Not that I think I'm going to fail. So there's one there. There's one there, so that would be 4.
It does seem weird that the powerful witch can't sense that you've entered the
5.
painting. I mean, I realize that people would
notice that there's a great disturbance in the forest.
People would be ticked if there wasn't a way to resolve this with stealth, especially because you could have built your entire character up to now about it. I remember the first of the new Deus Ex games had a problem in it where, you know, people could spec entirely into stealth and then they were shunted into a boss fight where stealth was useless and people were really ticked off about it.
I probably would be too.
So you know, it seems really immersion breaking that she doesn't notice that you're here. It undermines the idea that she is an imposing
witch,
character.
Well, the other thing, but
you do have to allow for it, I think.
Yeah, she hasn't mentioned there's a great disturbance in the forest, but actually what would be interesting is you'd have to get these in sequence. Like, there's only one way to get through all of them without one of them noticing you. I think that would have been an interesting dynamic.
Oh, right, but as you pointed out, I mean, you still could have gone up to the real one and choke her out, and that would have been it. You know, I mean, so there's almost no gameplay in this segment at all.
I'm kind of surprised.
Oh, she kind of saw me there.
Yep.
Well, see, that's what I mean. In sequence, I figured.
Yeah, and the idea of her going back to a patrol is kind of ludicrous at this point. Of her going back to, oh, I guess I didn't see anything in my fantasy painting world.
Yeah.
It was just my imagination.
Yeah, except, wait, it's all your imagination, so...
well, exactly. That's the... You're not supposed to be here. I grow tired. I will think you no longer. Yeah, can you get down to that one down there?
I want to link that one and that one together so I can kill them at the same time.
Are they in range?
She is just out of range. It's very frustrating.
Well, can you kill the closer one first? Yeah, Leah said, didn't she invite us in? Technically, yes.
She did.
Yeah.
She was probably being sarcastic. Stabby, stabbies, owie.
So we've now killed all of her replicas, I think.
All right, and now
I think that's just her. Oh no, I don't want to kill you, do I? I forgot I was being non-lethal.
If I put Delilah on the throne, the painting should trap her in her own fantasy world.
She kind of seemed already trapped here, at least emotionally.
You wanted to rule a world of your own, Delilah. So be it.
We took her out of the fantasy world so we could trap her in the fantasy world?
Yeah,
that
the
seems
logic
a little...
of this does not make any sense to me.
I thought when it meant put her on the throne, I thought it meant put her on the throne in there, but she was already sitting there.
I'm so confused.
At last, what I've always deserved. My justice. Now what's always been marred and distorted will be perfect. I've waited so long, Sing my songs and lick my flesh. Worship me.
Yeah, that's okay. It's getting into fetish territory.
So I think because she was knocked unconscious, she thinks she's in the painting when she wakes up, and so she goes through the portal thinking she's leaving the painting.
Okay.
All right. That's what happened,
does kind of make sense.
I'm not totally sure. Alrighty. Hello, Corvo. How you doing?
So we don't actually kill her, we just imprison her in her own painting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How is that better?
She can come back for Dishonored 3 then.
Ah, okay.
Father.
Emily, what happened?
Let's sit down. I'll explain it all.
Oh, and give me a Sharpie. I want to put a mustache on this thing. Yeah, Pion Force said, yeah, I'm not a super fan of this level, by the way.
And now we get to see the end cards.
Yeah, Pi says, or quite the resolution to Delilah's arc. Yeah, I kind of expected, huge showdown type thing. And being the stealth mechanic that it is, yeah, I totally understand that should be an option as well as the magic one, because that's also been a very steep part of this entire game. But
it also doesn't do boss battles. Like, there's never, you never have to fight in the game, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Yes.
So they're not going to sort of lock you in a room with somebody and you've got to chip away at their health bar.
Yeah, I just wanted to see a good cat fight.
The Duke's line ended, and there was only one man suited for the Grand Palace. Rising up from nothing.
So there's Corvo becoming the Duke of Sarkonos.
Duke Corvo Attano, the first of his line. In Dunwall, without ever realizing it, Delilah passed into an imagined world where her father's promises were fulfilled and her subjects would love her forever as she sailed the ocean with a great fleet and trekked across the Pendician wastes. While in the true capital, Emily the Just, Emily the Clever, ruled for decades over a prosperous mended empire with Corvo Attano's support from the south. In his day, Anton Sokolov fired the engines of industry, hurtling the empire into a more sophisticated age. He dallied with nobles, wayward artists, and great inventors alike, drinking in all that life could offer. Leaving Dunwall for the last time, he headed to the cold north, contented at last, on a final voyage to take him home. There are things that never change, no matter how hard you try. Questions you must answer. As Megan Foster faded from the world, Billy Lurk stepped from her shadow, setting out to discover her truest self, and seeking the closest thing she'd ever known to family.
What does that mean exactly?
I think that means we know she's going to be our DLC, but we haven't quite figured out how when we wrote this part of the script.
Tune in next week when...
Yeah, are we doing the DLC?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Why not?
Does the chat want to?
I don't know.
Because I think we were also wanting to do... well, we did have plans for next week, didn't we?
Well, we do have another game coming up, but if we consider the DLC to be part and parcel of this, we can do that before moving on.
Yeah. Pion Force says, bless Duke Corvo.
I don't know if I would say I think... Death of the Outsider is fun. I like it. It's more of the same. I don't think it... Well, I don't know. It definitely changes the Dishonored universe. but
Oh,
it
really?
doesn't really talk about Emily's story anymore.
So it's not like a continuation. It just kind
It's
of.
not a continuation of Emily's story, but it is a continuation of the lore, I suppose.
Percy says, why is it that in fantasy settings there's only ever one empire at a time? Well, unless you're talking Game of Thrones. Pion Force says, yeah, please do. It's so good. Leah Crow says, of course do it. So, all right, we've got at least two people dying for it. So, yeah, so the question is, do we want to do it after Nier Automata, or do we want to do it just before?
I think before. I mean, we wouldn't want to, if we're going to spend weeks doing another game, we wouldn't have to come back to and explain.
Yeah.
And we remember.
Well, that would be my logic, but I just didn't know if Jilly was up for it. Do you have the DLC?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we should do that. How long do you think the DLC would be? Do you know what the playtime is?
Not as long. I'm just going to move through the credits. Well, actually, no. Do you guys need... I don't think this is particularly copy strikeable. It's not something you guys worry about, is it?
No,
it's okay
I don't think we're going to get a copyright strike for this music in particular.
Grand.
I'm not a robot.
Death of the Outsider, off the top of my head, is shorter than this. So I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a pretty big DLC, though. That's not just an extra mission. It's not like one extra level.
It's actually a standalone package.
Thing, yeah.
And Pi is right. Nier is pretty long. Like, Nier is longer than this.
Yeah, so we definitely want to do it before then. So, yeah, so do you think we could do, 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I'm up for it.
If we're all up for it, then yeah, why not?
Cool.
It is fun. I very much enjoyed Death of the Outsider.
Cool. All right. Well, here's my question: does it have a big boss battle in it?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, something to look forward to, because I don't know. After the whole build-up this whole game had, I swear to God, the only thing disappointing with this thing that I've run into so far is the very, 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 very ending. I really wanted that back and forth, that argument that all the things go through, and then it's almost like, remember the one where you got more details about Delilah and her life and how it happened and her whole reason for doing this all. You almost wish that instead of taking that out of the middle where it was placed, that should be the showdown at the end, where at that moment you get this kind of sway back and forth. You're not quite even really sure about how justified you are for all the things that you're doing and stuff, and she might have good logical reasons for it. You may start feeling a little empathy for her position, and that dichotomy, I think, would have made an interesting showdown bit at the end. But other than that, no, the game, full marks. I mean, that the detail, the writing, the acting, the world building, all of it was just absolutely spectacular. So, yeah, definitely a 9 out of 10 for me. So,
good.
What'd you think?
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, no, thanks for showing me that. That was really good.
There used to be a demo on Xbox Live. I don't know if it's still there. Rockwell.
Fashion wants to know when's Paper Mario.
I don't know if any of us own any. I mean, Jilly, do you own any Nintendo hardware?
No, I don't.
I don't either, and never have. We never have. Like,
I had an N64.
No, never even had that.
Yeah.
It long ago was given to some needy children.
We went straight from Atari 2600 to Commodore 64 to Commodore Amiga, and then when they went up, I replaced the Amiga computers with Macintosh computers, and so the whole console era from Nintendo Entertainment System all the way up to Xbox is missing. Yeah. We basically bought Xboxes because Bungie got bought by Microsoft and no other reason.
Right. And in fact, even before that, when we were kids, I mean, our first console in the house was the Atari 2600. I, in California one summer, had access to a Coleco, and our best friend neighbor, he had an Intellivision. So those are the ones that we all grew up on.
Yeah. You also briefly owned a PlayStation 1?
I bought... Wow, stupid me. Not only did I buy a PlayStation 1, like max full price when it came out, I bought it because of Alien Trilogy.
Yes.
And the original Resident Evil.
I remember you showing me the cutscenes in Resident Evil, and I was like, wow, that's really blocky. I don't know.
And I was like,
I'm not really impressed by that.
It's awesome. No, I was more impressed with the Alien, to tell you the truth. And if you look up on YouTube, I think you can actually find the original Alien trilogy cutscenes in all of their glory. So for comparison, but
I could probably play that in an emulator.
No Segas. No. Our friend had a Sega Genesis. He went the Sega route. See, the whole idea was that he went that route and we went ours. His dad bought an Apple Macintosh, whereas we went more of the. Dad had the IBM he borrowed from work, and then we ended up getting Commodore 64s and Amigas afterwards.
Yeah, so there was Text Adventures and like NetTrek, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Flashing says, "Yeah, I would love to see Blackstar dominate a Mario Party. Just think of the Salt BSP, the Salt."
It would be so. Some friends and one of my friends has a Wii, and we play Mario Party quite a lot. And
okay.
I am very salty the whole time.
Wow, more salty than me. Well, maybe you should record that, and then we could like play it in the middle of a stream as like a bonus thing. So it's like, this is what happened last week. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. To be honest, I would love to actually trog through some of the Halo series at some point. We talked about that. I also want to do an old school one called Out of This World, which has always been one of my all-time favorite games. Leah says, yeah, that makes sense. I had one friend with a Nintendo, other friends had with a Sega. She had the PS1, and when she got into college, my friends had Xboxes. So yeah, in fact, Narc and I at some point had debated about getting PS 4s
instead of the
Xboxes, but we went with the Xbox One anyway, partly because of the investment we already had in Halo, and if we ever wanted to play those things again, there was the collection, and I was a big fan of the upgrade for the Anniversary Edition. I love what they did to it. He was not. It gave me everything I wanted, which is basically the original gameplay that looked better, and that was fantastic. And you could make the original music and sound effects, so that was good too. That gave me everything I wanted. So it was kind of like an Xbox one and done. I hate what Bungie had done in doing all the PS4 exclusives and showcasing that stuff. It's kind of like a big heck with you to Microsoft, and we're the ones paying for it though. So that's
there are so many PS4 exclusives at the moment that if I had the spare money floating around, I would seriously consider getting a PS4.
I was considering it before they did the Xbox port of Nier Automata, because that was one, like, you look at that and Last of Us, and they were like 2 or 3 exclusives that were making me think that, oh, maybe we should have done that, or maybe we should try to add one. I was thinking about actually renting one. And then they decided to do that port. So I'm like, all right, well, at least until I've played that, I don't have to think about that again.
The one I'm really quite interested in is Detroit Become Human, and I know it's had some very mixed reviews, but it appeals to me.
Fashix suggests God of War. Perseus would love to see Halo. He's only ever played the original and Halo 4, so yeah, you kind of missed the middle.
Halo 2 is the best.
Halo 2 is a big landmark. I'm not a super huge fan. I love the original, but when they went to the Havoc engine, and ironically, there's Havoc. When they went to the Havoc engine with Halo 2, it really changed the dynamic and a lot of things and how things worked. And I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but the number one thing for that was the multiplayer. Being able to talk, being able to shoot, and being able to hang out with friends and whatnot was a landmark. The only other game to do that just prior to that was a Unreal Championship, and that was the first foray into online live gameplay.
Like, please don't play David Cage games. He's awful.
Leo wants Oni.
I know he is, but every time one of his games comes out, I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks so interesting.
Maybe we could do a demo. Did they make a demo available of that?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, Leah says Oni. Now, they did an update for Oni, right? Or are they doing an update for Oni?
No, there's no update for Oni. Oni is abandoned. There is a community, there's a community that makes a version of Oni called Oni Anniversary so that you can play it, but you're still kind of it's not been open sourced like Marathon. So you're on your own like, you need to find a disc copy of Oni or do some other things to to get Oni to play. But there is a modern executable, and there's a launcher that includes support for certain mods.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe we'll play that. All right. Well, that is
there's
Dishonored
a PS4
2.
demo of the Become Human.
Oh, well, maybe we'll put that on. But okay, so all right. So final thoughts on Dishonored?
I love it. It's one of my absolute favorites. I'm very glad that you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, very much so. Absolutely.
No, a beautiful game and very interesting. In fact, if there is an Xbox demo, you might consider just spending some time playing that just to see how it plays.
Yeah, because to be honest, I mean, the depth of it was so much more than even I had imagined, and it just puts so many other games to shame as far as storytelling and writing and incorporating your gameplay and decision making and all the things that make not only playing but also replaying new and fun and interesting. So a lot of people need to learn, or should I say relearn, what these people are doing here. So good job, developers. Very, very well done. It makes me want to pick up the series. It really, really does. It makes me wish that I had more time to play it. Anybody else's final thoughts?
There isn't anybody else. There's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
All right. So that is Dishonored 2. Please tune in next week.
Our Dishonored playthrough.
Yeah, I know. Please tune in next week when we continue on with the DLC. So I guess Jelly Bean's going to be doing that. Leah says, yeah, she loves the moral choices. Yeah, so do I. You know, it makes you feel so much more invested in the games, and I wish more did that. So I guess we will be live again next week at 11 a.m. EDT, so please watch for that. And also, Narcogen and I are going to be doing some random playthroughs on Destiny 2. We're doing the Forsaken expansion, which we are both loving, and there's a lot more of that coming out. I mean, we went through the very small campaign section, and there is literally so much more to do. We've got the
there's now the grind so that I get my key for the Dreaming City. So I need to see is it worth streaming that, or is it a bunch of stuff that doesn't, that's not worth streaming? I don't know.
I wouldn't about grinding that or a couple of the other weapons. I probably wouldn't. But yeah, the actual Dreaming City, and there is a escalation protocol event system in that, as well as a bunch of chess quests. And
I heard about
a lot of other story content they've added in with it too. So tune in for that. So thank you so much for watching. I am Blackstar. He is Narcogen. She is Jilly Bean. We are Rampancy. And please feel free to check out all of our content on our Rampancy.net YouTube channel. We certainly hope to catch all of you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
It's happened again. Someone's pulled the rug out from under you. An empire at your feet, and you've lost it all. Be honest, did you really deserve any of it? More important, what would you do to get it back? Careful, there's always a price to pay. What you decide will ripple across the years. Blood in the gutters and corruption on the wind. It'll be fun watching this unfold. What will you do with the power I've given you? How will you make your mark on this wretched world?
Cover your face, but I know who you are. Emily Kaldwin. Nothing is an accident. Everything is in motion. All of it has led you to this exact second in time.
Think before you strike. If you kill me, you become the assassin we claimed you were. You become one of us!
The years are long, but it's always good to see a familiar face.